Monday to Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. One solid hour of in-depth analysis of the machinery that makes our country tick. The Edge, cutting into the matters at hand.
Okay, well, the time in the studios of ZIZ Radio is 5 minutes down after 11 o'clock. Is it still raining on the outside? I haven't been outside for a while, but it's been really, oh my goodness gracious. It's almost like, wow, we've been waiting for this and it's really coming. Speaking about what we've been waiting for, my friend Devonne is back. As the old people would say, look what the cat dragged in. And he's looking refreshed, brand new. I know who gonna call in and says, I'm watching you. And I should say again, I see what shot you in and you look good.
Well, it's good to be back.
Oh, yes.
It's good to be back. Let me say good morning to the listeners and thank you so much for joining me on today's edition of The Edge. Today's a special day, Ronnie. It's International Men's Day.
Yes, and for some people, because for me now, every day is International Men's Day for me.
Okay.
So, if you guys want to celebrate today,
well, it's every day is International Men's Day, yes, but today is where we put more focus, more highlight into it. And we pay homage to the men in our society.
So I got a question for you now. Do you think the women them celebrating it?
If they're celebrating it?
Yeah.
I would say some.
You think they're studying us?
Some.
They don't study us.
Some. To be fair, some of them do.
Okay, as soon as you hear Mother's Day and Women's Day, everything going good. We there? Not a thing. Did you get any of those emojis for the day?
For the day?
Yeah.
I didn't, but I made a point. I made a point earlier this morning. Mm-hmm. Somebody was saying for Mother's Day, International Women's Day, a lot of things happen.
Yes.
But for Father's Day and for International Women's Day, nothing happens. But
let me hear this. But
who do you think are the ones who do the most for Mother's Day? So the mothers do things for themselves. So this is my challenge to the men.
Well, you see, no.
You have to go out and do things for yourself.
That's not true, no.
Yeah?
The mothers make sure us men do something for them. That's the problem. You don't dare forget Mother's Day. For two reasons. Your mother and your significant other. Right? So you got two sticks over your head.
Right.
We, on the other hand, no, not doing it.
Well, I mean, the onus is still on us, to make the most of it. Whether it's
of course, for yourself, yes.
International Men's Day or whatever.
But who's coming up with all these days, though? I mean, every minute, National Water
Human
Day,
Rights Organization,
Rain Day, Sunday.
Everything. I mean, I guess it's just people trying to give recognition to sections of the society.
When I was growing up, we didn't have all those days.
Well, times change.
Oh, okay.
Times have changed.
We're soon going to have a time change there. My brother, it's your show, man. I turn it over to you. I'll be sitting back, relaxing, and taking those calls.
All right, thank you so much. So, yes, today is International Men's Day, which is a time to celebrate the positive contribution that men make to our community, and to also look at some of the issues that affect our men, and to highlight the positive role models and raise awareness of men's well-being. And the theme for 2024 is positive male role models. I believe we don't really talk much about the positive contribution that men make to our community here in St. Kitts and Nevis. There are some men who have gone above and beyond. There are some men who really make a great contribution, and in some cases they are overlooked. At the same time, we don't talk enough about caring for ourselves and taking care of ourselves. We feel that only women should take care of themselves. Only women should be concerned about their physical or mental health. Only women should be doing health screenings and checkups and all of these things. But as men, we ought to really take care of ourselves and understand the worth that we have and the role that we play in society. So I want to have a conversation with you, the listeners, on International Men's Day, looking at physical and mental health, looking at the history of International Men's Day and the whole perspective, looking at modern man's life, man's work-life balance, and essentially all things good and all things positive, and also look at some of the grim realities as it relates to some of the challenges and some of the things that men are affected by. Because as I mentioned, we don't talk much about these things. We sweep them under the rug and we see it as that's not important, let's not talk about that. But as I mentioned earlier, we were talking about men's physical health, things like regular checkups of yourself, ensuring that everything is good. We know one of the major challenges that men generally have is prostate issues, prostate health. And here in St. Kitts and Nevis, a number of screenings have been done over the years, I think with Dr. Thwaites specifically on Nevis, and even on St. Kitts as well, where men are given the opportunity to early detection. It saves lives. And so it's not wise for you to wait until the very last minute and realize that, look, there's nothing much that could be done. There's nothing much that our healthcare system can do for you. But as long as you have identified, as long as the health officials have identified the issue early, there is a lot that could be done. Things like the impact of alcohol and smoking of tobacco. These are some things that some people treat them as a hobby or as a normal way of life, but the truth is they do have an impact on your life. Yes, people would drink and smoke occasionally, but these things, when you do them on a regular, they will definitely decrease your life expectancy. And these are conversations that we must have. We must do our research and see how these things affect our body. Something that may sound as simple such as sleep. Do you get enough sleep? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you ensuring that you are caring for yourself? These are the conversations that we must have. Mental health. Now, mental health generally has been a taboo topic that, especially in the Caribbean, and people would place this stigma when you're talking about mental health. From the moment you hear that somebody is suffering from mental health challenges, we're always quick and judgmental to say that that person is crazy or that person doesn't even know what's happening around them. But there are real challenges as it relates to mental health. There are officials here in St. Kitts and Nevis who have been playing their part in bringing awareness and education to mental health issues. But I believe, and I've seen for myself, that there is still a stigma whenever you talk about mental health. There are honestly some people who do not take it very seriously until it is too late. And so on the occasion of International Men's Day, I encourage all men under the sound of my voice to take these things very seriously. Your physical health, your mental health, and really take care of yourself. If you don't do it, then I can't promise you that anybody else is going to do it for you. Things like depression and anxiety. When you look at the suicide rate globally for men, it is 3 out of 4. And in some cases, these things are not reported, so you may not get a true picture of what the reality is. But my message for today is quite simple. For International Men's Day, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Do not wait for anybody to come and take care of yourself for you. Take care of yourself, and not just on International Men's Day or Father's Day or whatever other special celebration. As Ronnie said, it should be every day. Take care of yourself, understand your worth, understand that you make a good contribution to society. There are some of you, appreciate the men that you have in your life, your fathers, your brothers, your uncles, because there are some of them who make a really good contribution, and they make a positive contribution to the development of St. Kitts and Nevis. It's 17 minutes past the 11 o'clock hour. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll open the phone lines and give you, the listeners, an opportunity to call in and wish our men International Men's Day, and say a line or two about someone who has had a positive impact on your life, whether it be your school principal, teacher, coach, or somebody who has really given you that opportunity to do better. Somebody who has ensured that you got a second chance at life. So we'll take this break, and when we come back, we'll continue our conversation here on The Edge. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
I's first annual trunk show is back and better than ever. Enjoy 50% off your favorite frames and sunglasses from top brands like Perry Ellis, Calvin Klein, and more. Join us for 2 fun-filled days of unbeatable offers on Friday, November 22nd at Memorial Square in Nevis and Saturday, November 23rd from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Independence Square in St. Kitts. Bring the whole family and enjoy massive discounts for everyone. Don't miss out this spectacular event. For more info, call us at 465-6521. See you there.
Get another action, ready cash Black Friday. This is a chance, don't let us slip away. In January 2025, no security needed, make your dreams come alive.
Looking for cash? Black Friday deals. Courts Ready Cash has it all and is waiting for you right now. Big Black Friday loans, no security needed. Pay nothing until 2025. No stress.
Offerings November 29, 2024. Come on down to any court store. Number lending criteria, conditions apply. Courts Ready Cash, making dreams come alive.
This is your time. Visit any Courts or Ready Cash locations. Courts Ready Cash, ready when you are.
The future is unknown. Protect your life, your family, and your valuables from unforeseen circumstances. Let National Caribbean Insurance give you the peace of mind that you so deserve. At NCI, we offer a suite of affordable insurance plans that can be tailored to ease your financial burden. We aim to deliver exceptional products to satisfy all your insurance needs. Whether life, health, motor, or property insurance, NCI has the right solution for you. Our friendly and knowledgeable sales professionals are ready and able to assist you. Let National Caribbean Insurance Company Limited help you to prepare for the unexpected. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
If you need cash this holiday season, the Bank of Nevis is ready to give you up to $50,000 as an unsecured loan.
So tell me, I can get $5,000, $10,000, $30,000?
Yep, you can get any amount up to $50,000.
We can use that money to buy a new stove and fridge, get some new bedroom sets, replace our washing machine, and still have enough to give the house a new paint job.
The best thing is you have 6 years to complete your repayments.
That's why they say this year, more people are turning to the Bank of Nevis for their Christmas loans. We can cover all our family expenses, pay outstanding bills, and still have money for a carnival costume, carnival shows, and fetes. You ain't going without me? Okay. But we better save some for next year.
Get approval in 24 hours. Enjoy very competitive rates, and your first payment is not due until 1 month after approval. Win special prizes, including Christmas ham, turkey, free gas, and free groceries.
This special offer ends on January 31st. Visit our branches in St. Kitts at 4th Street and Wellington Road, and in Nevis on Main Street, Charlestown.
The Bank of Nevis, making your holidays brighter.
Welcome back to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I'm your host, Devonne Cornelius, and thank you so much for joining me in the program for today. The phone lines are open and we are taking your calls. Today we are celebrating International Men's Day, and we would want for you to call in and wish our men a happy International Men's Day, and for you to make mention of men here in St. Kitts and Nevis who have been a positive role model in your life. Let's take our first call for this morning. Hello, caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
How are you?
I am doing well, and you?
I'm fine.
All right, good to hear.
Happy Men's Day to you.
Thank you very much.
You look fresh. You're married. You went holiday. You went overseas. You look like you're married. You look fresh. You look fresh, Devon.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
You have any greetings for our men today?
Yeah, happy Men's Day to all of you. Intelligent.
All right, Carla, thank you so much for your contribution. The phone lines remain open and we're taking your calls. 465-2555. You're listening to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. We are celebrating our men today. Happy International Men's Day. Giving the listeners the opportunity to call in and make mention of a man or men who have been a positive role model in their life. I think we have another caller on the line, so let's take this one. Caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning, caller. You're on the air.
Yeah, I just like to say happy men to all the men in the Federation. And at the same time, you know, I always only wish I could have got a flat of land with a big house where I could look after even all of those men that roam in the street who are sort of mentally ill. Because, you know, some of them ain't really that far gone, you know. Because sometimes you stand up and you talk to them and you wonder the kind of conversation you have with them. It's just amazed to see them, you know, and the state that they're in. And it's something I believe the government could have people, some farmer people, a group get together and get this kind of thing going, you know.
Yeah, thank you so much. There are support groups here in St. Kitts and Nevis that look out for those who are most vulnerable, but I completely agree with you. There is a lot more that definitely could be done. The phone lines remain open and we take your calls. 465-2555. You are listening to The Edge, and I'm dedicating this program to International Men's Day, giving callers, listeners the opportunity to call in and wish our men a happy International Men's Day and highlight the contribution, the positive contribution that they have made to society, and to really say thank you for all that you have done, while at the same time acknowledging that men, we need to take care of ourselves and we need not to wait for people to take care of us. Take care of ourselves, and it may be something that is very simple. Let's head back to the phone lines. We'll take this call. Caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Can't the lady, you look very fresh on the TV.
Thank you very much.
I want to say good morning to all the men in our federation, to you, to the men working there at ZIZ, especially my boyfriend there, Ranny, and he got a friend who was working there for you. I tell him don't go away, you know, and he's still gone. Manak. Wish him all the best. Thank him for the time he was there. It was joyful. Want to say good morning to your uncle, Mr. Huggins. Mr. Huggins is your uncle?
No.
Mr. Sergeant Huggins?
No, I don't.
Anthony?
I don't know who that is.
Anyway, all right. All the men in the Federation, especially the doctors and the police officers, Officer Percival, Prince, Lancet Reed, and Coyote Sutton, and all the other men. Sending some greetings out to Luther Kelly, who is in the hospital. I want to wish him all the best. To Warren Bradshaw, and to my 4 boys who are fathers, who are sons, and my nephews and grandchildren who are fathers, and they are men. All the men of the Methodist Church and the ministers, all ministers who preach in, and all others, all of the men especially. Those who are working, those who clean up our streets, those who drive the solid waste, firemen, those who work at the hospital, the security guards, and everybody, all men around, and all who are listening. Happy Men Day, Mr. Politics, and to Mr. Bowen, and one of our elderlies down there in camps with 99 years, Mr. Griffin. And to all the elderlies who are in different homes, the men, while they are listening, happy Men Day to one and all. And you all have a blessed day. Hope your wife will take out one of you, or your girlfriend, or your second half will take you out today and give you a special lunch, make you all feel special. Otherwise than that, we as ladies are here to wish you all a blessed day and keep up the good work. All right, Randy, bye.
All right, Colin,
okay, Lulu, have a good one.
All right.
Contribution. Let's take this call. Call you on the air. Good morning.
Yes, Devonne, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
I just want to say happy International Men's Day to all the men in the Federation, especially men with disability, my fellow disabled brothers. Happy Men's Day to each and every one of you. But overall, happy Men's Day to all men in the Federation and all over. And you know what is so significant, Devon? You know, when you look at the world's population, right? You know who is responsible for that? Have a blessed day.
Colin, thank you so much for your contribution to the program. It is 11:27. The phone lines remain open, and we are
Devon, he sound like he's he want to do it, man. well, those ladies will be like, yo, really? You think he's your one was involved? Okay, we go back to the phone lines.
Yes, Colin, you're on the air. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Devon. Happy Men's Day to you, Sexy Paula from Apache. Happy Men's Day to Rani and Monarch, Sexy Rani, Paula.
Thanks a lot,
Apache, thanks. And all of my family, them, nephew, and Fair, and Farin. Love you all.
All right,
have a blessed day. Thanks.
Okay, all right.
Thank you so much for your call. The phone lines are open, and we're taking your calls here on The Edge on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. If you're just tuning in today, Tuesday, November 19th is International Men's Day, which is celebrated annually. And the theme for this year is positive role models. Positive role models. And today we are highlighting positive male role models, and today we are highlighting the contribution that they make to our society, and so we're giving listeners the opportunity to call in and wish them a happy International Men's Day. We have some callers on the line, so we're going to head back and take those calls. And you can also make mention of a man or men who have been very influential in your life, who have made a difference in your life, and to acknowledge even our young men who continue to excel in various areas in their respective fields of expertise, and to say, look, you are doing a great job. And sometimes that is all that it really takes to let people know that they are worth something, by simply telling them, good job. You're doing a good job, and we thank you for your contribution. All right, it is 11:29. Let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll continue the conversation here on The Edge. You're listening to ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. Stay tuned.
From the heart of ZIZ Radio comes a political talk show like no other. The Edge, with host Devonne Cornelius giving you his take on the biggest stories happening in governance today. Got something to say? Let's hear it. Give us a call at 869-465-2555. Monday to Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. One solid hour of in-depth analysis of the machinery that makes our country tick. The Edge, cutting into the matters at hand.
The long-awaited one-on-one with Dr. R. Springett is here. Join Dr. R. Springett for a night of praise and worship with a question and answer segment at the Kuna Conference Center on Tuesday, 19th November from 6:30 to 8:30 in the evening. Category for questions: entrepreneurship, starting a business, church understanding, opportunities in Canada, leadership, and book writing. Come with your questions or forward them to docspringett@gmail.com. All are invited. Refreshments will be served and there is no admission fee. Come, join Dr. R. Springett and the Faith Tabernacle Church of God Glorious Band and Praise Team for a night of praise and worship with the questions and answers segment at Kuna Conference Center, Tuesday, 19th November from 6:30 to 8:30 in the evening.
Join us on ZIZ TV for Youth Lounge with Skenator, a talk show on vital topics such as tourism, entrepreneurship, education, religion, sex education, and mental health. Featuring experts from St. Kitts and Nevis and the Caribbean region. Tune in live on the first and third Wednesday of every month at 8:30 p.m. on ZIZ TV.
If you need cash this holiday season, the Bank of Nevis is ready to give you up to $50,000 as an unsecured loan.
So tell me, I can get 5,000, 10,000, 30,000?
Yep, you can get any amount up to $50,000.
We can use that money to buy a new stove and fridge, get some new bedroom sets, replace our washing machine, and still have enough to give the house a new paint job.
The best thing is you have 6 years to complete your repayments.
That's why they say this year, more people are turning to the Bank of Nevis for their Christmas loans. We can cover all our family expenses, pay outstanding bills, and still have money for carnival costume, carnival shows, and fetes. You ain't going without me? Okay. But we better save some for next year.
Get approval in 24 hours. Enjoy very competitive rates, and your first payment is not due until 1 month after approval. Win special prizes, including Christmas ham, turkey, free gas, and free groceries.
This special offer ends on January 31st. Visit our branches in St. Kitts at 4th Street and Wellington Road, and in Nevis on Main Street, Charlestown.
The Bank of Nevis, making your holidays brighter.
Welcome back to The Edge in ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I'm your host and thank Devonne Cornelius, and thank you so much for joining me in the program for today. The phone lines are open and we take your calls as we celebrate International Men's Day. And there are many reasons to celebrate this day, but we're celebrating today by inviting our listeners to call in and share their greetings with the men today, and we're also acknowledging the positive contribution that they make to society. The phone lines are open and we welcome your calls. 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. Let's take this call.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm just calling to wish all the men in the Federation of St. Kitts happy International Men Day, especially Rani, my loving cousin Monarch, and my brother, St. Clair Gilbert, Anthony Maloney, to Mr. James Brown, the enrolling you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, caller, for your contribution.
Thank you.
Phone lines are open. We take your calls. It's International Men's Day. You have a caller? All right. So we're looking at the positive contribution that men make to society, and there were a few things that I wanted to bring out and to highlight. And the two major issues for me were physical and mental health, as I believe that we really take these things for granted. Physical and mental health, it is something that we pass off as that's secondary, that's minor, and we shouldn't necessarily focus on that. But while we're talking about men's contribution to society, men must be in good shape to even make such a contribution. There's some men that don't believe that they should have self-care, as they see that as feminine. But we're human beings as well, and we deserve to be cared for, we deserve to be loved, we deserve to be appreciated. And that is my advice to all men who are listening to this program. Use today, tomorrow, the day after that, whatever, to take care of yourself. Because as I mentioned, there is nobody else who is going to do it for you. And so even though we are celebrating International Men's Day today, this is a day that should be celebrated every day, just like Father's Day for those of you who are fathers. Celebrated every day. We have a caller on the line. Let's take this call. Caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, Cornelia.
Yes, how are you doing today?
Yes, I'm just calling to wish all the men of the Federation who are community leaders and try to make a very happy and the youth life. Happy International Men's Day, coming in from Bonnie.
Thank you so much, caller, for your contribution to the program. We are taking your calls. If not, I want to share some. Okay, we have a caller on the line. Caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
Good morning again. I just called back to say happy Monday to those drivers, those bus drivers, especially those who drive the school bus, carry the children them to school every day. Paul and Settler and the other one, all those bus drivers, and they just even go out and take the elderly where they have functions for them. I just want to thank them very much. And to Mr. Pastor Hobson over there in Connery, And that doctor used to look after the diabetes patient, Dr. O'Loughlin, and Dr. Adanton, who saw people around the clinic, and all the other doctors, especially those who work at the hospital. And to my drivers, Willie Challengers and Rankin, those who does drive me, give the lift and stuff, coming to town, I want to wish them all the best and happy Monday. Be careful on the road. Thank them very much for your service. And thank you all of you for your service also.
Thank you, Carla, so much for your kind greetings and words of encouragement. I definitely love the plug about our drivers being safe on the road. As you know, every day, whenever I sign up from this program, I encourage people to drive responsibly and to take their time on the road. We have a call on the line. Let's take this call. Hello, caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
Oh, I think I cut off. Good morning. Where you went? Where you went?
What is this?
You just up and take up yourself with your positive self.
You have any greetings for men today?
Yeah, positive men just tell women where they're going.
Okay.
They can't tell them where they're going.
Well, I did tell you where I was going, but you wasn't listening.
Good morning to all the men in the Federation, all the positive ones, and it is not too late. You could start today. Start today, in terms of your health. I know I was married, now gone. I have to work. Come go to the doctor. Oh, we cast in today. I know we gone. You understand? Mm-hmm. Now, another thing men must do is try and secure their future. Get a savings. I recall my daughter, Carol, her name, she used to be the manager of the landfill when it opened. Mm-hmm. And the men used to be all weekend they drunk and they come back Monday begging. And she brought in the cooperative credit union up there for them to join them and arrange for them to make deduction. You understand? Mm-hmm. Because they went to the post one lot of men down there, they're on the road. So, and then she brought in the medical people to check. Because something about men, the pride.
Yeah.
And this heavy alcohol drinking, especially on weekend, you're destroying your health. When you're young, it doesn't matter to you, But as you get older, and the payment of Social Security, I got to cover all the because all affect me. Mm-hmm. They work on jobs, and they agree with the employer not to pay. Then when they reach 62, they go and apply for non-contributory pension. And you wouldn't believe some of them are managers, contractors. So there are things you can do to make a positive move. Mm-hmm. Now, I want to compliment all the men who make it the effort to be there for their children. Go and get married. They need to form unions. That is the weakness in our men. So you find when they get older now, the children grab on to the mother, put her in a nice home and put her on the poorhouse. I'm talking serious. Uh-huh. Happy internationally to my son, Anthony, as a family. To my brother, we call him Abba, Oliver Freeman. I have another brother, two in the States, Rudolph Walters. All of mine have a lot of nephews. And I'm encouraging all of you. When you ask all time, you pass the ring. Pass the ring. And Devon, don't wait until you're old and talk about your own wife.
Well, Miss Henry, how you know me don't pass the ring?
He could have one ring if he give somebody the other one.
So how you know we ain't done do that?
Allow another man to eat your labor.
See,
you're all up here with coffee.
You hear what the Bible say now? See, when you go and put children in this house and that house, another man eating some of your money.
Oh, Lord.
No, we want to have good men in this country, more positive. We have some,
Yeah.
But the negative ones outweigh it.
Nobody
in the prison.
Money.
Happy International Men's Day. And all who not, you know when you're doing right. If you're not doing right, you can do better. And I'm encouraging you to do better. All of the disabled men, Mr. Hall, all those down at the community center in St. Stephen, wherever you are today, a man is a man.
All right.
So I want to encourage all of you. You and Rascal go get a wife.
Oh, Lord.
Miss
Henry, you're putting me in.
All right, Miss Henry, thank you so much.
Miss Henry,
Hey.
You want to marry me?
You want my house, no?
No, well, I want to get some of the wealth.
House and insurance, you know.
I want to get some of the wealth here that you can handle the bed.
You got
Rascal,
to
you
come
want
with
Miss
the house.
Henry house?
I'm dear.
And get insurance and medical.
Well,
and
she
by
has
the way,
Miss-
some of
Miss
you
Henry-
please run by medical insurance.
This Henry got the biscuit pan under the bed with a load of old money in it.
No, boy, no.
She make it clear she want to buy it because she want to use the house.
Backbone, no, backbone. They're going to blow up the bed. Devon, save your money. You understand?
All right.
You're my good nephew, you're not my grandson.
Like that.
Okay.
Yes, do
All right,
positive
Mama.
things, right?
Yes.
You get positive outcome.
Enough respect, Miss Man.
All right, thank you
Yeah,
so
God
much.
bless, God bless.
Yes, thank you so much for your contribution.
We go back to the phone lines.
Let's take this call. Hello, caller, on the air. Good morning.
You all gentlemen, especially Ranny Rascal.
Yes, my brother.
The warning, Miss Henry just give you Ranny Rascal. Get married. I elbow have the porridge. Come quick, get the porridge.
I see.
Are you? All right, man.
Let me ask you a question. You married?
Me's elbow. If I do what? If I get married December the 2nd.
Oh, you get married December the 2nd.
From Guyana.
Oh, you eat some of your porridge?
You better come get the porridge. You all try man up there. You come get that porridge.
You eat.
Right.
So you eat your own. Hold on. So you eat. Elbow. So you eat your own porridge now. You're going to the altar and you ain't even know why.
Man, everything gonna be alright.
Okay. Well, I hear a lot of people say that, eh?
Just bring them Ranny Rascal.
They'll bring problems after.
You won't miss me.
Okay, my brother.
I hear a lot of people say that.
Yeah, my man. Yeah, man. Enough respect. Thanks, buddy.
All right, 11:43. We're taking your calls here on The Edge. It's International Men's Day, and we are celebrating our men today by highlighting the positive contributions that they make to our society. The phone lines are open, and we are taking your calls. I'm giving the listeners the opportunity to say Happy International Men's Day.
We're back to the phone lines.
And we have a caller? Let's take this call. Caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
Hello, we could hardly hear you.
Happy Men's Day.
Okay,
Could you hear me?
Speak up. Your boyfriend is back, man. Speak up loud. Come on.
No, the phone get in trouble.
Oh, get on your phone.
Yes, okay. You could hear me now?
Yes, we're hearing you. We're hearing you, yes.
Happy Men's Day to the best Prime Minister and for all he has done.
Wonderful.
All right. Thank you, caller, for your contribution to the program.
But she ain't here. She boyfriend.
Okay, she done me.
Yeah, you gotta be here. She jealous. She jealous of the first girl who called you. Tell you how cute you look. And why is she talking like she under the pillow, you know? I warned you, you know. I warned you.
11:44. We're taking your calls here on International Men's Day, and we are making a special mention of the men in our society, in our community, who have made a positive contribution. I'm giving you, the listeners, the opportunity to call and do so. 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. If you have no calls, let's take a quick pause there, because I wanted to share some statistics from the United Nations as it relates to some of the things that affect our men. And when you look at the current research, men have a suicide rate that is 3 times higher than women. There are some men who really believe in bottling up their issues, and they see themselves as weak if they talk to somebody, whether it is they talk to a professional psychologist or psychiatrist, or whether they talk to a family friend or whatever. So men have a suicide rate that is 3 times higher than women, and 1 in 3 men have been the victims of domestic abuse. Now this one is also a very ticklish and very taboo topic, because it is, in some cases, underreported. I mean, in a small Caribbean island or a small Caribbean country like St. Kitts and Nevis, and in the Caribbean in particular, imagine you're going to the police station, or you're going to report that you have been abused by your girlfriend or your wife. You could imagine the stigma and how people are going to treat you, and that has always been the issue. That has always been the issue. And so in some cases, men who speak out about these things, they are looked at differently. They're not taken very seriously. But these are the serious challenges. Men on average die 4 to 5 years before women. Men need to really take care of their physical and mental health. Men are nearly twice as likely to suffer from lung cancer than women. Men are nearly twice as likely to suffer from heart disease than women. Mr. Henry made a very important point in terms of, men taking care of themselves, making your social security contributions, ensuring that you're looking after yourselves. These are not things that men generally do not want to hear, and it is sometimes an uncomfortable conversation to have, but it is important to have these conversations. But it also needs to be action. So it is all well and good that we're going to come on an annual basis or even more regular and talk about all of the good things that men have done and all that men need to do in our community, but we're not taking action. And when I say we, I'm talking about all men. We really need to take action and take care of ourselves and not wait on anybody else to do it for us. Take care of ourselves. Not just today, we should be celebrating our achievements as men and the positive things that we do, but we should do it on a very regular basis. We should always remember that we too have a contribution to make to society. Men are usually seen as, you got to be tough, and you have no reason to cry. You have no reason to be soft. You have no reason to want to look after yourself, whether it be your physical or your mental health. And again, these are some things that we really take for granted, and it is time that we remove the stigma. Remove the stigma of caring for ourselves. Remove the stigma of mental health, because these are real issues, real issues that affect our men. It's 11:49 and you're listening to The Edge. We have a caller on the line.
No, we don't have a caller, but you have me right here now.
Okay, let's
because go. That analysis that you just gave a while ago, that men are more likely to commit suicide 3 times the amount of women. Mm-hmm. It's very, very, very troubling. I mean, are you telling me that all this machoism and all of this thing about men are strong and men are this and it's fake?
I think it's because, Ronnie, society wants men to be strong, and if you're a man and you're not seen as strong, if you show any sign of any weakness, you're not seen as a real man.
So which means that we got more pressure than women, and that's why we may walk in the suicide walk.
In many cases, there's some men who have real issues with it being their household, at work, or whatever.
But isn't it a form of justification in a way where a man supposed to be good in bed, good at job, good in the society, good at home, family man, breadwinner, strong, macho? What a woman had to do? Be nice? Long time ago, it used to be cooking. Now, a woman don't have to cook. Mm-hmm. Men have accepted. Mm-hmm. No man to go home and bang up the woman because she ain't cook no more. Mm-hmm. That is out the door, period. House cleaning, almost nothing doing. Mm-hmm. Right? And so what are the use of a woman at the moment? Tell me the truth, apart from
I said there's shit intimate. For me, right, it's important for us.
So we are the one dropping the ball again?
I don't believe in putting titles specifically to gender. So saying that as a woman you must cook and clean.
Of
as
course
a man
not.
You must always work construction. Ronnie, times have changed. And you're seeing women now who are heavy equipment operators. You're seeing men who are taking up different roles and doing different things. My problem is that we put a plaster. We keep putting plasters over sores for both men and women. Mm-hmm. We're talking about men today, International Men's Day, but there are also women who have real challenges. But I guess because of the position they hold, whether they are a senior manager in a company or they're seen as somebody who's supposed to be tough, even though they're a woman, mm-hmm. they hide a lot of things, both men and women. And because they hide these things, and society wants them to hide these things, they bottle them up, forgetting that they're a human being. And that old saying, pressure bust pipe.
That is true.
Pressure bust pipe.
Well, folks, try your best not to take on any stress. Be yourself as much as possible. You have nobody to impress but yourself.
I absolutely
You happen to
agree.
born into this world most of the time alone, unless you're a twin or triplet or whatever. Right? And so most of the time, sometimes we go out alone. And so you must live for yourself. Once you live for yourself and you have nobody to impress and show anything about, I have to be this and I have to be that, you'll be surprised how good life is.
At the same time too, right? Especially in times of like distress in family, especially if you're dealing with a death. I mean, most cases the children and the woman, they might be very emotionally damaged, and so you find some men who really want to remain strong. My thing is, Ronnie, it's okay to cry.
Oh yes.
If you want to let go a mother bawling, you bawl.
You'll be surprised how good it is afterwards. Yes.
It's okay to cry. It's okay to laugh. It's okay to be happy. It's okay to be sad. We need to remember that we're not robots. We're not machines. We're people.
I'll give you a sort of a joke. It's a kind of a joke for me, but I remember when my mom died. She died at home, and I got the call. And on the way there, because she wasn't living with me, she was living with my sister. On the way there, while I'm driving, I'm like, yeah, I ain't going. I'm going to sort out this thing. And, I go, it's me. Who cry? I ask her alone cry. And so, and I open the door and go in, and from the time I saw her, well, I just turned into a little pussycat.
I could definitely relate.
It's a difference, you know what I mean? There's a side to our humanity that you have to acknowledge, and if you think you can't acknowledge it, or you think you're bigger and better than it, it will fall you. Yeah, and that is why I say, be yourself, man. Just be yourself, bro.
I definitely understand where you're coming from. And
we spend too much time trying to impress other people instead of impressing ourselves.
Yeah, definitely.
How I feel about what I do has nothing to do with you. Your life is your life, mine is mine, and unless I have a saying, if you don't wake up in my house with me, whatever is your problem, man. Simple as that. Yeah,
I absolutely agree with you.
Be yourself, man, and be strong.
Yeah.
And at times when you need to be weak too. And life will be much, much better. Acceptance is what it's all about.
It's 11:54. I think we
have a caller. Let's see if we can get this one in. They might be able to say the same thing I say, or maybe dispute. Good morning, The Edge.
Oh, it's me back.
Okay.
Land defender.
My wife to be. Talk to me.
Now, with the suicide rate also, I believe it is men who put more pressure on men. You have a good, stable...
That is true.
Yes.
That is true.
You want to go home? Why are you going home? She's your mother?
Yes.
Both of you at home planning, we don't buy a house and we got to save. Why are you getting share all your money?
That is true.
But let's go down. So you find the poor man now. We don't want to be embarrassed.
Man, the push man to join.
But Miss Henry, there are some men who will say they don't believe man should cook and clean. Yes about that.
Well, he does get a maid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my husband used to cook sometimes, but sometimes when my job was intense. I said, well, I got house answer to do. He was bringing somebody because he has to go to work. He was a construction worker. He has to go to work for 7. So he would hire somebody, and when I travel overseas, he bring in somebody to do the washing and the cleaning. We had the washing machine, and he went and he bought a dishwasher. You understand? That's an understanding man.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, for real, I believe as a man, you should...
woman ruling you.
I believe...
They do not encourage good relationship.
But listen this now. I believe as a man, you should be able to fend for yourself. And as a fend for yourself, you should be able to cook for yourself, clean for yourself, wash for yourself.
But if you're married, you don't got to... You're helping out. You're helping.
But if you're married, not wrong if you cook for yourself.
Yeah, but married or not.
Get married, y'all got this thing prolonged.
You keep pushing this marriage. You're trying to turn this into a whole different conversation now. Miss Henry, you listen to me?
Yes, brother.
You keep pushing this marriage thing, right? And let me tell you, marriage is not the answer to everything. I know some people who married and they're miserable bad. You listening to me?
Yes, I hear you.
I know people who went and they get married and they regret it. I'm not saying it's the case for everybody.
Yeah, because
but
I
stop pushing this marriage
those
thing.
things can happen, but if you never try.
Yes, but listen to me. Marriage is not.
So you don't write it?
Miss Henry, marriage is not the answer to all of your problems.
Nobody might be the solution.
Okay. I don't say what I don't say.
You go try the solution.
I realize
Miss Henry, Miss Henry.
Look, you don't have to marry to a kitchen or division, you know.
But it doesn't matter the nationality. It doesn't matter the nationality.
A woman is a woman.
It's the person. It's the person.
Watch me. God, I'm praying for a husband for Granny and you.
Oh Lord.
Tell me, have you done? When you get old, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
Who can get put on the white robe?
See, one of my good friends in Dominica done say she available. She ready?
Jesus.
Let's
see
how you're spreading.
Devonne traveling now, you know, Devonne, you don't see good man.
Miss Henry.
I married when I was 22.
Yeah.
That's good.
My son married when he's 24.
That's good. Me ain't gonna do it.
And he going good still.
The poor husband,
And I big up to my son Anthony Henry.
Miss Henry.
Yeah, what you say?
The poor husband must be at a tough time.
Well, he deserves it.
That's when we got so much mental health problems.
Like a strong man.
No wonder when she comes to school, she used to take it out on us.
That's when we got so much mental health problems. Because we keep forcing our men into marriage, thinking that that's the problem to all.
But
that's
you ain't going, you can't judge outside.
But Miss Henry,
that might be the best thing in your life.
Since you love marriage so much,
and you say, all of them young women, they will want a husband.
Since you love marriage so much, why don't marry again?
Me married to the poor people.
Yeah.
I don't pass that.
All right, Miss Henry, thank you so much. Miss Henry, we're out of time.
Okay, Miss
Henry. We're out of time. Thank you.
Remember what I tell you, come in for the house and the insurance.
Yeah, all right. Thank you so much for your contribution.
I hope your daughter ain't listening. Come in for that.
My daughter married.
Well, that's what. Okay, then. So then you.
The son married.
So then you ain't gonna give them nothing. No, you are somebody who ain't married. So I come in. Remember now.
I told him already, darling, look. Please, the poor men belong to God.
I come in, okay. All right. Okay. Yes, brother, we're going to have to have
I wanted to know what Miss Henry would have done if her children weren't married. I think she would have been devastated. I really think she would have been devastated. But again, Miss Henry, thank you so much for your contribution.
Do you think she forced them in?
Yeah. Thank you so much for your contribution. It was a good program. Highlighting the contributions that men make to our community, our society here in St. Kitts and Nevis. For those of you who are just tuning in, you are listening to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio. I'm your host, Devonne Cornelius. It's good to be back. For those of you who may not have known, I was on a 3-week visit to the United States as part of a international visitors leadership program, in particular the Edward R. Morrow program for journalists for training and experience the American culture. Until next time, you guys stay safe, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Don't drink and drive. Don't text and drive. Have a good one.
I hope you didn't vote for Trump, huh?
Well, I did not.
Okay then.
I did not.
I forgive you for that.